to say easy because it is most certainly not that, but it is a cool $50. All you got to do is go out there and best your countrymen. Tempo opting for the Dirty Dominus, something that whenever on the 1v1 pitch, you often associate with freestylers or individuals that have often tremendous ground control. And we see HP, what he's been able to provide in the Fennec. Tempo, good touch. What placement? And Tempo going to be able to get on the scoreboard first, all of 18 seconds in. And indeed, aerial control. Very much what you should expect out of individuals who step on the 1v1 pitch with the Dirty Dominus. But HP winning the kickoff there, and he has shown himself more than capable to do that, and he is going to have to rack up some big-time kickoff wins, I do believe. He's going to want to walk away with the dub in this one. Of course, keep in mind, Tempo has been lying in wait, curious who he would be taking on. Would it be Renzo? Would it be HP? And then HP locking things down in a 3-1 series, an absolutely tremendous series to get us to this point, a semifinals, if you will. But if you want to go that route, this was definitely going to be a grand finals, and indeed, Tempo not going to be able to get it, HP. But ultimately sending HP back into his own net. Tempo might be able to follow. Not on that one, but has the 100. A fine carry, HP, however. Going to be able to take that away, and I don't know that those slow carries are necessarily going to be that effective against HP, as he has proved himself to be quite effective. However, what is very effective, and I don't care who you're going up against, is to rope and dope them in front of their own net. Not able to get a clear off that one. Tempo pops it back up and over HP. A little too far up, but 2-0 now in favor of Tempo. 351, and again, Renzo on the RLduels, that GG site, number 33 currently. Tempo number 32. And I gotta say, if HP starts getting back into the aforementioned 1-for-1 scene, well, you might be seeing him pretty high up there. Tempo not able to get back, and HP able to get on the board. 3:40 left to go in this one. 2-1. Exactly what you need in that case, letting Tempo know. I am not afraid. I am not scared. That one sent on over into the corner. Tempo grabbing the 100, but HP, I was going to say maybe a bit far off, but no, just read that exceptionally well. And we saw this time and time again against Renzo. Tempo has the 100, but instead able to get the jump on that one. HP knotting us up. 333, we are tied, and HP has shown himself more than capable to understand his opposition in a hurry. Of course, taking game number 1 against Renzo 7-6. Ultimately, the opposition coming back and winning 5-2. But HP has found himself more than capable of defending especially well as he did right there. Thought Tempo may very well be able to grab that lead right back. Did not, and there is the flickage we are used to from HP at this point. However, Tempo going to be able to get the break, and no, HP grabbing the save and the savior. How many times have I said it for HP on this one? And instead, fine patience, ultimately resulting in yet another score for HP. And Tempo was trying to slow that one down, slow the aggression, but could not. And we are now officially under 3 minutes. 3-2 now in favor of HP. Continue to ride that wave of positivity from his series against Renzo. HP sends that over to Tempo. Tempo looking to collect Will, and you best believe you got to follow up with that one. With the Dominus, just able to get the catch, and with the opposition behind him, that is all you need to know, that it is clear. There is no present danger. 2:48. We are tied, and we saw some offensive fireworks in game number 1 of our previous series, and the way this one is going, it was 13 total goals the last time around, 7-6. And HP. Press up now. HP kicks back there, up and over. Tempo. Spot there, able to get it over HP. Bumped out of the way as well. I do believe as well this is a series where you can expect a little bit more bully ball to come into play. Those bumps, those demos. But personally, your boy is a big fan, and HP far away from the nose of Tempo, and Tempo just kind of locked up in his own corner. That one jump dooms him, and that's one of the, it's a pro-con situation. You live by the sword, you die by the sword when it comes to the Dominus. Absolutely, it is flattering. Yet tremendous work there with dribblage, and flickage. But ultimately, you jump and you do not recover properly, you find yourself in situations just like that. However, I will say Tempo keeping it in his own corner, so not hating that play. A nice bump off the crossbar. Tremendous defensive work there by HP yet again. Had the handle, kicks it back. HP gonna try to collect and grab the 100. Able to do just that. Kick up there by Tempo. Sending it back over to HP. HP may be able to grab that one. And gets removed from the pitch. Sacrificial was that demo. This speaks to the strategy both of these individuals bring to the pitch. They are more than happy to sacrifice if at all needed. Some folks may watch 1v1 and think, oh, well, that's it. They're done. Easy score in that situation. But no, it is all about the knowledge of how quickly those hundreds will spawn. How quickly you will spawn back in off the demo. And HP gonna get another tremendous save. So 120 left to go in this one. 4-3 in favor of HP, and HP just about all of his wins, we will say at least 2 of his wins, came against Renzo in tied fashion. I guess we can consider 3-1 as well. 2-goal lead, not exactly the largest of margins, but still 1 goal wins, 2 of them over Renzo. Right now, 1 goal over Tempo. Oh my goodness, not gonna happen. The crossbar being a kind defender for Tempo. Tempo with a kickoff, maybe looking to follow it. HP is there, gonna send that one away, and I do believe will be set up yet again. Is HP, does not have to stress, no rush. We talked about the 2-goal lead to finish off Renzo. Well, looking at a 2-goal lead right now, but 44 seconds in Tempo. More than capable. Knotting us back up. So 44 seconds left in this one. Let's see if we can get something in terms of kickoffs. And right now, if you're HP, absolutely do what you must to kill the kickoff. But looking to cut back there was Tempo. Not going to happen. HP just been slamming the door time and time again on so much offensive aggression. Not just Tempo, but also Renzo a little bit earlier on. You can't win if you cannot score, after all. Tempo able to sneak that one by. Looking to get the touch on this. Kicked up and over, and even HP cannot get that one. In fact, a little bit too far back in his own net, but I appreciate what he was going for here. But Tempo sent him just a touch back. So I really appreciate what you're doing out there, my guy. I can really enjoy what you're doing, but ultimately, I'm gonna send you the back. You can't get that save, and we are back within 1 HP. Good touch there off the nose. Tempo coming back, able to get the save, and again, we find HP in a situation he has been happy with that lead, slowing things down. Milk and clock has worked so well for him over the course of the day, and quite possibly yet again, Tempo kicks up, trying to get the carry. HP is there and able to send that one away. Tempo has the handle and 100. Kick that one back off the wall. HP just wants to get the touch. Will, and that pinch. No, popped up. Yet again, the opportunity is there for Tempo if he can collect that one off the wall, and it will touch HP. A swig of water, or whatever you must. But indeed, here we are, game number 2, HP. If you have not been here, if you're just getting here, besting Renzo 3-1, and with a great deal of defensive effort. Nice flick there, but HP would use the crossbar to assist his whims. Tempo. Nice touch there coming off the wall. Reset off that kick up there, looking to get a follow, but not able to as HP absolutely stonewalling as HP kicks past that one. Tempo off, are going to send it away. HP looking for another touch, looking for another shot. That one sent away by Tempo. May very well have teed up HP, though. Good touch, and sure enough did just that. I don't know how many of y'all play golf, but that one, I do believe, from the easy tees. 422, and HP grabbing the 1-goal lead. So in this situation, if you are HP, it has worked out so very well. If you were able to grab another goal, able to rope and dope a little bit, put all the pressure on your opposition, and that's something he's done time and time again. Push the other individual back there into their own net. The recovery, as we said, the dominance, not the best when it comes to that, and HP using it to his advantage multiple times now. 2-0 in favor of HP. 4:13 left to go in our game number 2. Again, best of 5 situation, much like we saw previously. The winner of this one Victor of today's Clash of Champions will be taking home $50 for their efforts. I suppose if HP is able to do that, the individual who put in the most work, but Tempo, keep in mind, the person who lied in wait, the final boss, if you will. And HP, an individual who knows how to use that crossbar, that backboard for defense exceptionally well, as we have seen not just in this game, not just in this series, but over the course of the stream. And HP kicked up and over, no Tempo! Gonna be able to grab a tremendous save. The bicycle save. Not gonna be able to brute force it past. Instead, HP gonna get out of that corner, but no Tempo understands. He's got plenty of time to work with out there. That one will not be on. It will rise up. Tempo there. Gentle touch and HP. You got to get those power shots on, or HP will not allow them, or will not be able to allow them, rather, to hit the back of his net. You need the ferocity off of your shots. We now have 3 minutes left to go in this one. 2-0 Tempo might be able to follow up on this one, get on the board. Sure enough, he will do just that. And I will say, if you are not familiar with the concept of rope-a-dope, we'll just say this. You get your opposition out of sorts, make them think you're going one way, you go the other. Put their head on a swivel, whether they want it to be there or not. Basically, maybe give a little bit of vertigo. I wouldn't know anything about that as of late, as HP, the shot, not on. Tempo able to grab the defense, looking for a little pop off there, but no kickoff of HP. But HP, again, not stressing at all. I can only imagine how much work HP has put into this defensive effort over the course of so many hours, as it is showing. But that one, Tempo lures him a little far up, takes him all the way to his own corner, grabs the 100. And that might be tremendous defensive work, Tempo says, but ultimately not going to be able to get back in time. We are knotted up at 2:23, just south of halftime in our game number 2. Again, best of 5. Tempo, kick up 0. In tank, HP going to send that back, but Tempo, oh my goodness, great read as well. Continuing the challenges on is HP. HP. Got another opportunity, but no Tempo. Great carry. Feather in the boost. Gorgeously mighty. No, he will not be able to pop it in. Instead, HP, as he has time and time again, locking things down, and he just cannot. And again, you say it's tied. You talk about all this tremendous defense, folks. If you have not seen it, HP has denied so many more than he has given up. HP. Slow, tactical movements, but Tempo going to be able to get away with that one. And Tempo again luring HP in his own corner. That is not the first time we've seen it, and dare I say, not going to be the last. 1:35 left to go in this, your game number 2. 3-2 now in favor of Tempo. But if you think back to the series with Renzo, if Tempo should take the lead, if he should take the dub here, that is exactly how that series started out. 4-2 now in favor of Tempo. And Tempo now perhaps has HP thinking a little bit more. That one off his dome, off of HP's dome. But Tempo has been able to drag HP out of the positions he has been so comfortable in a few times, and has made him pay. That one, a little bit of what we've seen from HP, courtesy of Tempo. That one, however, the soul flutter Tempo. Got to be able to send that one away again into his own corner. Tempo, just great work. Again, if you are going to play ones, you got to understand your own corner, the place to be if you want to strategize. Tempo clearly understands just that. Try to send that away, but gets removed. You got to wait 3 seconds before you have another opportunity, and spawns back in on the most perfect, the perfect area if you're going to continue defending. Tempo right there. And HP ultimately not doing anything quickly with that. Ooh, the booty bump as well. I talked about Cheeky earlier. That one, we have a look at this one again. My goodness, able to cut back. And indeed, the scooch. 5-2 now, 42 seconds. And again, in our previous series, Renzo able to grab game number 2, 5-2 as well. But as we have seen, it has been HP and his adaptability that ultimately won him one series, might have won him another. Tempo sending that one away as HP rushing. There is no 100 to get. Instead, grabs one at mid. HP now kicks that one on back, but Tempo trying to send it across mid. Both of these individuals jockeying for a position. Middle of the pitch, but Tempo going to be able to break through. Looking to get that carry on that. Brute force, no. HP just going to work on that defensive mentality. Looking for one more. Tempo with the denial and the savior. Followed there by Tempo. HP says you're not going to get it. However, what we are going to get is yet another 1-goal win. So will we see HP grab another game 3 and then go on to game 4 and finish it up? Or will Tempo flip the script? Tempo. Fine carry. Now look at us naked past HP and does just that. We saw this early on by Tempo. Indeed, grabs the 100 from one end of the pitch and Bob's grabbing one reset, and all HP can do is make the attempt. Again, fine attempt, but attempt nonetheless. 1-0 now in favor of Tempo, 4:51. But we saw HP able to understand the assignment when it came to Renzo. But might it be in this case that Tempo is doing quite the opposite indeed? Tempo 2-0 in fanciful fashion. All of 18 seconds in, and HP, the marvelous saves, they appear to have gone by the wayside, at least in the moment. We are all of 18 seconds in after all. No need to make such statements just yet. Tempo, carry of his own, flick up. HP, however, going to be able to send that one away. And again, I think the flicks are going to have to be more sudden, more impactful if you are going to catch HP out of sorts on those. We have seen his ability to defend time and time again. Flick up there, that one high, and Tempo, I do believe, trying yet again to draw HP out of position. Has opted to head back mid or back to his side of the pitch time and time again to be able to refill his boost tanks. Grabbing the dash there is HP, but Tempo, another denial. That one off the undercarriage, and as 36, that is more than enough. A fine flick attempt, but again, HP not going to afford him that opportunity. And HP, they're grabbing the 100. A fine technique there. Because again, we have seen what happens when Tempo grabs that 100 in his own net. But instead, HP says, no, not this time, my guy. You're going to have to work a little bit harder. But Tempo at the 100 now kicks out to 74. HP back there trying to slow things down in his own corner. Will be able to do just that. Tempo, nice distance there. Gonna try to carry his HP. Looking for the bump and gonna get it. 3:21, and indeed, bully ball coming out to play. That is something that I honestly anticipated seeing a little bit more of earlier on. But you have to introduce something a little bit different. Keep in mind, over the course of a ones match, you cannot go in fully predictable. You cannot be running up with these same kicks. Cannot be going up with the same strats, and ultimately got to shift things around a little bit. And let me have a look at this one again. HP, not quite sure 100% what was happening there. Tempo instead taking this one high, grabbing the reset. HP out of position on defense. One of the few times I think I'm going to be saying that. So 3:13 left to go in this one. 3-1 in favor of Tempo. So now HP finding himself in a position that has not necessarily been kind to him. It has been all about finding a way to grab that lead and then work the opposition into a frenzy, into almost a panic. But right now, Tempo just about as chill as HP has. Great touch, great placement, 4-1. Tempo now imposing his will, but we have yet to hit halftime here of this a pivotal game number 3. Of course, again, the victor of this one on match point, and there is no other contest to see after this one. The victor, again, walks away with a $50 prize pool. That one, tremendous bounce save, but Tempo can just rotate back around and take that one. And this one, I do believe, is officially getting out of hand. But to be fair, this is a game, as I have said time and time again, if you are not familiar with ones, if you're not a fan, if you say this is a terrible game mode, I will never touch it. First of all, I disagree. But second of all, this can be made up. However, Tempo, again, I will say it again, appears to be dictating the tempo. Which grabs one reset, but not going to be able to sneak that past HP. But in terms of the score, in terms of momentum, Tempo currently playing with house money. Now trying to drag HP out of sorts. Oh, and you can see just with this car language, HP maybe feeling a little bit more frisky. Has to get a little bit more bumpage in. Indeed, the demo, or excuse me, yeah, I guess Bump Demo's bully ball. Something that he might pull out of his hat a little bit more here, but Tempo going to send that one away. What touch. Again, it appears that Tempo truly has settled in. However, Tempo again sent away. Just chilling back in his corner. Taunting. But again, not able to recover in that dominance. Was, I think, caught in one of the worst places you want to be when you are in a car of that length and flatness. Tempo looking to get the carry yet again. Not able to get it past HP. Fine work there. And right now, Tempo giving HP a little bit of his own medicine. Just dragging this one out and around. Taking the ball from one end of the pitch to the other. Forcing HP to chase. And ultimately, Tempo, an individual who can handle business regardless of where he's at on the pitch. Goes back in his own corner. Grabs the 100. And heads across from one end to the other. This is Tempo. $120 left to go in this one. 6-2 now. And indeed, HP back on his heels a little bit now as Tempo, no, great challenge, and centered away. And again, if you are HP, I gotta believe aggression is the name of the game now. You have been able to play patient, but now it is a different story entirely. You gotta go fully aggro, but Tempo says, it's all a vibe, my guy. It's all a vibe. HP requesting the next game, but again, a reversal of fortunes for HP. Came into game 4 of our previous series with 2 wins. And now finds himself up against the wall, both on the board and in the series. HP now. Grabs it. Oh, what a flick past Tempo! And I'm not sure what happened. I'm not sure what was said, what was done. But my goodness, that is some gusto that I have not seen on an HP flick in a moment. And if that is the kind of mentality, if that was the reset that was necessary to say, okay, you know what, 7-2, it's one game, whatever. Indeed, it appears that HP is heading back to the flick game. And I gotta say, if he is able to establish what we have seen before and re-implement the exceptional defense, my goodness, Tempo may indeed have himself an issue. Tempo trying to get the shot on HP, not able to get it. Tempo says, an issue, you say? How about I just tie this one up? 4:15 left in Tempo again. Grabbing his own 100, sending it away. HP, it's a rough spot, no lie. But when you find yourself up in your opposition's corner in this situation for HP, my goodness, you got to be aware that right now he has been able to take advantage time and time again. Able to get the touch and the save, and that is fantastic. But ultimately, a great follow by HP. Fine work, and again, now able to take the opposition out of sorts. And I will say, I dig what he was doing there. I dig that he was pushing Tempo in. Yes, able to grab the 100, but he knew that Tempo was going for the 100. So by all means, box him out a little bit, press him up against his own net, and then you get the follow right there. 2-1 now, and we are just under a minute. Oh my goodness! Tempo off the wall. Oh my heavens. There's only so much that one can say. Only so much that words can properly use to describe. 3:57 left to go. We are knotted up at 2. And Tempo winning the kickoff there. But HP going to be able to collect out there around mid. HP has the handle now. Are we looking for yet another fanciful flick? We are! And actually affording the opportunity to use the opposition as a security function. Again, the HP flicks. That one, it may have been a touch high, but he puts it behind his opposition. And we are talking 3-2 in favor of HP. HP grabbing the dash, looking to cut back now. Tempo again, opting to head back for that 100. We have seen fanciful flight time and time again. Maybe looking for the pinch there, but it pops high over into the corner. And Tempo will gladly grab the 100 for multiple reasons. But HP able to send it away, and there we have, folks, the tremendous defense of HP coming out to say hello yet again. Grabbing the 100 of Tempo, not affording him that opportunity. However, Tempo just takes it from one end to the other. Heads to his right. And a flick by HP. So we have seen Tempo out there vibing and providing us with some absolutely dynamic pops. But HP, once he is able to settle in for his flicks, once he is able to settle in, using his defensive prowess, becomes an entirely different player. So again, if you are Tempo in this moment, by all means, find a way, if possible, to drag HP around. But I will say HP truly has brought in that aggression, truly starting to put the screws to his opposition, demanding they try just a little bit harder. Tempo looking to give a little bit more of a flick kick back there. Tempo not going to be able to get that shot on, and HP indeed grabbing yet another save. Tempo looking for the demo, at the very least the bump. Got that. But HP able to rush back on defense, and indeed you give HP that time, he will happily oblige you with tremendous defense. And here we are, folks. This is the situation that HP has eaten on all day long. If you give me an inch, I will happily take a mile. Now 5-2, and there have been a number of situations where HP, like I say, has been happy to sit on a lead. But right now, understanding the Tempo can take care of things in so many different forms and fashions, can do so either up close, from the other side, and Tempo can just simply be a heat-seeking missile when it's necessary. 4D chess master indeed, and HP ends up teeing him up, looking for a little bit more of a clear, or just being able to escort it away a bit more, but it dies. Again, physics be a harsh mistress sometimes, especially in the game of Rocket League. But HP and Tempo staring each other down, daring each other to get the handle and advance. Tempo, it's a little bit of a touch-up. That's certainly not the kind of flick that is going to draw HP out of sorts. And right now, HP has yet another opportunity to drag this one on down. Great save by Tempo. But if you're just getting here, folks, again, HP besting Renzo a little bit earlier on in the stream, 3-1. Started off with a 7-6 dub, but ultimately, again, more than happy to grab that lead and kill clock. And what is he doing right now, folks? What are we seeing? Going right back to a playbook that got him a series dub and may very well get him $50. But Tempo currently on match point, able to sneak it past one, the only one. And now we are talking about a one-goal game, $1.15. Tempo. Sometimes you don't need too much power on it, you just need enough. And again, HP, one of the few times that he has not defended a flick or a game like that close to his own net especially well. But we are back within one, just about at 110 left to go on this one. HP, 92. Let's see what he can do for us. They get it just off the touch of Tempo, sending that one away into his own corner where he has been an absolute menace. Trying to get the ball up there. Tempo able to get it. I thought HP may be able to, at the very least, power slide into it. Great touch by Tempo, and we are tied. And I will say, I only speak so many languages, but I understand one of the words that I saw. So why the heck not? I don't. But I try to keep it a family channel. I can only do so much. What I will say, it is 5-all. HP has it on as Bonnet. Looking to take it past Tempo. Not going to happen. Tempo just absolutely stiff arming. However, Tempo is gone for 3 seconds. If HP can collect and flick. Oh, slow roller. You want to talk about a fake. Same in all languages. That's what I'm saying. The international language can be swearing from time to time. But 6-5 now in favor of HP. Not done until zeros are all on the board. Not done until Rocket League says he is done. And then, maybe even. Not HP kicking that one up and popping Tempo out of the way. And indeed, here we are. Kicks Tempo away. We'll grab that 2-goal lead yet again. 10 seconds away from, honestly, where I wanted both of these fine matchups to go. But I will say, testament to the mental of HP to get absolutely shelled in game number 2, 7-0, or 7-0. I'm all about the nils today. 7-2, seemed like 7, but able to adjust and come back. 7-5, what a pinch! Looking for the Tuxer button. No, will not happen. Instead, it is suddenly a best of 1. With all of the mentality that both of these individuals have been provided. Again, keep in mind, HP's second series of the day, besting Renzo 3-1. And it appeared, at least for the moment, that maybe Tempo had this one on lockdown, but no. Able to respond in vigorous fashion was HP. We understand now. He said, I'll take next. He's able to come out and extend the series one more time. Again, folks, it is the RLduels Clash of Champions. Winner of this one gonna walk away $50, Richard. This Tempo has one reset. Looking to follow. Tremendous placement opportunity, but HP centered it away, and I'll be dead honest with you, folks. If you want me to pick a winner straight away, it's a difficult one, but I will go back to the old adage, if you can't score, you can't win. HP, however, going to start us off with a bit of a score here, all of 53 seconds into this one. Able to get it up and over, kick back. And this is where HP has lived and has prospered. Find a bit of a lead, go back, play exceptional defense, and that is why, if I had to pick in this moment, I think I'm going for HP, but Tempo has shown what he is capable of time and time again. More than capable of making me eat my words. HP gonna get the touch. Now looping back around, looking for yet another save. No, Tempo scored it away again, just opting to grab those hundreds again. Taking HP out of position, running from one end to the other right in front of his net. HP was trying to get set up there for some defensive magic, but Tempo tying us up at 1, 3:41 left to go. And it is officially anybody's game. I mean, I could have said that early on, however. Tempo looking to lock this one down pretty quick. Grabs one score. Gonna grab another. Took all of 10 seconds of regulation time. Tempo grabs the score, but HP with a little kiss here at the end. There we go. But yes, 2-1 now in favor of Tempo. 3:37 left to go in this one. It is game 5. We have seen two tremendous series. And Tempo, though, wants to lock this one down, and Tempo, indeed. You see the wink. He knows what he's doing. He knows what he can dish out. The question is, can HP take it and handle it and send it the other way? And again, we see chatter about kickoffs and indeed how important it is to win those in the game ones. HP. Kick back there by Tempo, and right now, down 2. You gotta wonder if HP's mind is going back to that 7-2 game number 3. Tempo scores that one away to HP. Can he follow? Tempo back there in net. Kicked up, and HP Great touch. The ground game. So kind to HP, and I will say Tempo, an individual that can take to the sky and perform some absolutely gorgeous maneuvers, the mechiest of mechs. But when you've got a ground sense player, a game sense player, that is ground-based, that has tremendous defense, you would be amazed how often they can nullify that very thing. HP now. Has it on his bonnet, looking for the flick. It is up there. It's a gentle center hit with waterfall. Back onto the dome of Tempo. Tempo sending that one away. Back out to the 2-goal differential. And again, Tempo. Everywhere. Requires 100% of the pitch, but is more than happy to work with it, as we have seen time and time again over the course of this series. And again, we saw a pair in HP and Renzo had not met each other before. Neither have these two. So HP, his adaptation has truly been on point. He was able to battle back after a 7-2 obliteration. And we are back within one. We are officially dead even at halftime. Not dead even at halftime, dead at halftime, just straight away at halftime. 4-3 in favor of Tempo still. And once again, folks, even though Tempo has the 1-goal lead, I dare say it's anybody's game. HP grabbing the 100 now, maybe looking for another flick. Why the heck not? Kick up and over. I don't know that there was a millimeter standing between that score and a ricochet. And let's be fair, it got a bit of a pop off of the crossbar as well. 4-all, 221 left to go here in this, our game number 5 RLduels Clash of Champions. Victor of this one will be $50 richer. HP kicking that back, but Tempo. Nice touch there off the nose of the Dominus. Man, very well set it up in front of the net. No, send it away. HP has been an individual that defensively has handled front post, back post, in net. However, Tempo has brought down lightning from above as if the hammer of Thor. An individual that can get resets above, below. And the power shot, so very vicious. And again, I have a general idea of what's being said. Compliments, kind of, sort of, maybe, hopefully, let's assume. Tempo pops this one up. HP gonna try to get the control yet again. Will happily give up the demo to bring us back even. 141. We talk about Thor. We talk about Zeus even. These two individuals going back and forth as if fighting in Valhalla themselves. I bet there by HP. That shot is on! And HP heading back into his playbook. If he is able to grab this game, wins 2 series straight, and has done so arguably with some of the best game sense that I have seen in quite some time. Tempo, however, looking for the pitch off of that, and indeed it will skid. It will absolutely, I swear it was more than 98 kph. That one, my goodness, I swear you could see some flames coming off of that one. Absolutely not. 6-all, 127. You got Tempo. Gonna be able to grab that kickoff win, grabs the 100 as well. And it's a situation as well where you can see Tempo, there has never been any stress whatsoever. Doesn't matter if it's a tie game, doesn't matter if he's behind by 1 or 2. More than confident in his abilities, and why would you not be? 1 reset, looking for the most but no! Gonna deny! Will HP grabbing the 100, looking to kick off now, looking to maybe get us a flick off of that one. Will it sit down and Will? Savagery! Absolutely disgusting. Look, can I get a mop, a bucket, a Mr. Clean eraser? That was straight up filthy. 7-6. And when he has needed it the most, HP has provided nasty flick after nasty flick. However, the DIY demo goal just as effective to bring us even. And again, folks, right now, this one has been almost tennis on the pitch. One after another, back and forth, 50 seconds in regulation. I will add that emphasis, that qualifier, in emphasis, with emphasis. Tempo now, once again, coming out of the sky. What's he got for us? Able to catch it, but set away by HP. And HP now kicks this one back. HP with the carry. The flick is up. Tempo, however, going to be able to escort it away off the back wall. Now, Tempo pressing up. There is 100 for him. It is a dangerous prospect. His Tempo with 100, but set away. Grabbing the save, and the savior is HP. Rushing back as HP wants to grab the 100. Sure enough, will do just that. Tempo, once again with a carry. Flick up. Going to try to follow, and will. You absolutely saw the suggestion that you need to get back in time, but get bumped and quite possibly get wrecked. But 13 seconds. It is 8-7 in favor of Tempo. This one has gone the distance. Game 5. It has gone. My goodness, what a pinch out there, HP. Sending it over. There is some to work with if he can possibly get that touchy wheel. 1 second left. Again, I do not speak Dutch, but I don't need to. And admiration of skill, quite possibly, I will go with yes. And that kickoff will die, FTC, folks, for the content in our game number 5. This is the Clash of Champions. RLduels, and Tempo, more often than not, has handled that one off the crossbar. A kind assist, and Tempo using the length of the Dominus to kill it and get the follow in what has been an absolutely